football.
You did?
Before we go, look, end of the month, last chance to win a Rock Bed iPhone cover. I know George is going to interrupt me right now and be like, Galaxy S3 cover. But by Rock Form, this thing is great. Hey, George, where's that little gizmo you have for me? I just want to show you guys this, okay? Look at this. This is a magnet, so it can click. If George's head was metal, I could stick it to his head, but I can't. But this is a mounting device. You can put this on your dash. Boop. Now your phone is mounted to your dash. You can use it as a navigation system. Do I need to say more? Because we're giving away one free. Blaze. What the hell? Stop. George is showing me.
I wanted to put that on my Facebook, but I can't.
Oh my God.
I can't do that. If I put that on my Facebook page, it would be a wrap. And here's the thing. I want to be able to get someone else this picture so you guys can post it on Facebook and I can just look at it and laugh. Hopefully somebody from our Facebook group can do it because this is, trust me, if somebody from our Facebook group, Bobby, Dawn, actually, I don't even want to get y'all implicated. If someone else has like a bootleg account, let me know.
But you know who would go crazy on that shit? My daughter. Because she is always talking about fucking pedo and how fucked
Dad, no!
Oh, don't say anything about it? George showed me some. Okay, we're going to get to sports, kid, because George and I are just having too much fun. We're going to start with NCAA football, and then we're going to roll into regular NFL football.
In other words, somebody send me a message on Facebook, and I'll get you these pictures, or send me an email.
Yeah, George will they'll be on the Facebook fan page. So if you guys aren't on
not
the
under my account, because I ain't do it. And
our Facebook group page.
Look, here's the other thing. Even if somebody rolled this video back, I'd be like, I ain't do that shit.
Yeah, because it's kind of fucked up, you know. If you know, Notre Dame ran the table in college football.
So all you SEC haters, rejoice. You're only going to get to see one team from the best conference in college football attempt to win the national title this year.
And I'm so
Don't worry.
Happy. And
Gene Chizik's gone. So me and Kevin, we're going to coach Auburn and bring y'all back.
Bring that shit back like bell bottoms and sideburns, son.
And number 2, SEC's won the national title the last 6 years running. So you tell me how Notre Dame can win the game.
What?
And I'm going to tell you straight up, Notre Dame's got one of the nastiest front sevens of football.
They do. We're jumping the gun because all the championship games this week, and there's a possibility we're just acting like Georgia might not be there. Okay. Now, Georgia has a chance.
Well, you're right. I think Georgia has more of a chance than everyone's letting on.
Everybody's acting like Bama's just going to stomp them fucking Georgia.
Here's the truth. You got the Pac-12 title game, has no implication on the BCS title. You got the Big 12. No, they don't have one. You got the Big 10 title game. That has no implication on the BCS title. You got the Big East. No. So there's only one, in my opinion, and I'm not hating on any of these other schools.
Right.
But there's only one title game to talk about. It's Bama versus Georgia, because the winner of that gets to play Notre Dame.
All the other title games will have, because so far as BCS
you get to see
bowls,
a fucking rematch in the Pac-12. How lame is that?
The MAC, I'm saying the MAC.
What?
Nobody's thinking about the MAC.
No.
But the Pac-12 has a rematch with UCLA meeting Stanford. No one gives a shit. The ACC is what? Florida State versus Georgia Tech.
I forgot all about the ACC.
Yeah, the ACC, Georgia. But that's it. That's the reality of it all. It's nobody really cares about those fucking games. Florida State just took it on the chin this weekend from this weekend. Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I trying to say? Florida State
beat Florida
just took it on the chin from Florida.
Yes, very good.
I got it right, man. Can we get a standing ovation for the shit? But like George said, the game that matters is the Alabama-Georgia SEC
now, for
championship
football
game.
fans, look, this past weekend was amazing. Next weekend with the championship games, it's going to be short. So, but still, it's going to be a good weekend for any. Put it this way, for me, any weekend where there's football is a good weekend.
Right. Now, we were doing some stats because that's what George and I do. Because we sit here and we're George and I. You see, you guys to know a little bit more about George and I. We like all sports, but we are just fucking crazy about football. We're crazy. We have to control ourselves. So when we're not talking to you guys, we're just sitting here talking and doing stats and looking at shit and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Because really, if you want to see George and I turn it fucking on, let us do some football shit, because we talk about this shit all day,
The only other thing I find very important is the number 25 team in the nation. I'm glad they're there. They're strong, because just last year we were talking about how, no. I'll let y'all figure that out. That's the AP poll, number 25 team in the nation. You guys are looking strong.
Yeah.
Garbage.
I'll give you a hint.
Idaho?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun,
That's a good one.
dun, 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 dun. Okay. Anyway, the title game in the SEC is going to be Alabama facing Georgia.
Now, Alabama rolls into this game with the number 1 ranked team in total defense. In other words, what they do is they take the total yards allowed that they've given up, and they take that and they put it up against the plays.
Tell them, George.
So that means Alabama this year, if you run a play against Alabama, you're only going to average 3.9 yards a play.
That's not a lot of yards.
Nay.
None.
Now, Georgia, on the other hand, is ranked 22nd. That's still not terrible. I like Georgia's defense a lot.
Who had the harder schedule? And who played?
Is that a serious question? Georgia. Alabama played no one.
No one.
No offense, Alabama.
So you gotta put that. And this is the thing that I think a lot of
they did
these
play to LSU and they did beat them, but they also lost to Texas A&M.
Yeah. And so, you know, you got to I think a lot of times people just get so obsessed with Alabama. I know they're fucking awesome and everything, but you got to look at Georgia's fucking work of art this year. It was fucking nasty.
Work of art?
Yeah, man. Just how do you think?
Like their portfolio. You don't want to just, you want to look over the whole thing. Body.
Like Wu-Tang said, they got to diversify. But yeah, you do. You have to look at what they accomplished this season, and it's a lot. And they had a very rough schedule.
Georgia's offense is on par with their defense. Their offense comes in with total offense at 24.
24. Now, what is Alabama's total offense? Can you count that high?
43rd.
43rd.
So my thing is if Georgia can capitalize on not allowing Alabama to score and at least come away with a field goal, they could win this game.
Yeah, I think Georgia has to play the same type of game. They have to play you know what?
Go back and watch the Texas A&M game.
Exactly. You know, it's very simple. Georgia has to play a mistake-free football game to beat Alabama. If Alabama, I think whoever has the least amount of turnovers wins this game. I really do. I think it's that simple. I think if one team has one.
Can you imagine that? Kevin just said the team that turns over the ball the least might win this game.
Well, no, because, you know, I mean that's no shit. Well, no, there's a million situations where one team has 2 turnovers, one has 1, and the one that has 2 wins the game.
How about the Steelers? How many times they turn the ball over?
Huh? And they almost won the game.
That's because the Browns are that rotten.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You just don't know.
Let me tell you right now, if either one of these teams turn the ball over 8 times, they're going to get beat by 21 points.
400 points. Yeah. I mean, but I seriously think that if one team has 1 turnover and the other team doesn't have a turnover, literally, that could be the difference in this game.
Yeah, I agree. I think.
Now, fuck that. Let's fast forward, and we'll be talking about this again. The winner, does Notre Dame stand a chance against the winner? Now, I will say this. Go back to your stat you just had, George, because what is Notre Dame's offensive record? What was their
They're decent, but here's the thing. If Notre Dame...
They're 6 in total defense, Notre Dame. I do know that.
Okay, and their offense is pretty... I thought it was way high. I thought it was up near Alabama. Yeah. Anyway, Notre Dame has arguably one of the best front sevens in all of football. Yeah. They have pros on their defense. I mean, their defense is nasty. So I could honestly see them either playing Georgia or Alabama, and the game's going to be either one of 2 ways. It's either going to be 9-6 or it's going to be like 35-32. Because either no one's going to play defense or they're both going to play defense.
I agree.
But if you look at the track record as of late with the SEC schools, it's in the national title games. It's going to be a slobber knocker. I think it's going to be a low-scoring affair.
That word's just slobber knocker. I mean, I don't know why.
It's an Alabama thing.
It really?
It's got to be country.
It's like a Vivid Porn thing to me. Because it just sounds like sloppy knobber. Like a sloppy blowjob. I just can't get it out of my head. I'm fucked up.
Anyway, who do you guys see winning the SEC title game? And the winner of that, can Notre Dame beat them? Yeah.
If I had a gun to my head,
I'm going with that.
Hopefully James cut that last part with the guns out. Inside joke between me and George. I'd have to say that I got Alabama winning SEC.
Little mariachi band, packing gats. Yeah. If I can just roll up and somebody shoot him in the
crazy.
head.
Oh, wow. But I got Alabama winning the SEC championship, and then probably Alabama.
I got Georgia. I got Georgia winning the SEC title game and then losing to Notre Dame.
I would love to see the scenario play out like that. I would love too. That. I would. Now, moving on to professional football. Mm-hmm. Right now, your Philadelphia Eagles are getting beat 14-3.
Are they?
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Awesome.
And it's a minute and 37 seconds left in the fuck. You know, they fired the defensive coordinator for Philadelphia, and shit just got worse. Andy Reid's done.
Yeah, so's Mike Vick.
Yeah, so's Mike
Vick. Now, here's a question I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
What team in the NFL is Mike Vick away from making the playoffs? I'll wait.
What now?
What team is Michael Vick away for? Like, in other words, what team in the NFL, if they signed Mike Vick next year, would go to the playoffs? I'll wait.
The Jets?
You know what? That's the answer my security guard came up with, and I agree with him because they're a headline-catching team, and they need something different. But here's the thing. Will Rex Ryan be there next year?
No.
Mark Sanchez should, and one or both of those guys
The
should be
Jets
gone
guy
too.
left.
Do you blame him?
No.
People were mean to me. Shut up, you self-indulging prick. Hey, let's make it all about me. Shut the fuck up. You're not even a fireman, you fake bitch.
He was going like this. The Jets guy, if you guys don't, they didn't read the
He
headline.
put his nuts on his homeboy's head and picked him up. Let me tell you, if it's not your son, no one's putting their dick on the back of my head under any circumstances.
Right.
That would be like, come on, Kevin. No, you're a fucking adult.
Right. He first of all, when he changed to that Sanchez jersey, that made everybody start thinking. He goes, well, you know, because Sanchez's dad was a retired fireman and this and this. I'm like going, you wore that jersey, that other jersey, since 1975? And you know what? Let me tell you something. Can I repeat that? 1975, there have been a lot of famous Jets to come through and play for there, and Mark Sanchez all of a sudden was some famous Jet. He's done nothing to make you all of a sudden want to rip. I mean, you had Curtis Martin, you had all kinds of Mark Gastineau, Curtis. You had all these guys to come through there. Joe Namath.
Dude, Mark Sanchez.
I know that was before.
Mark Sanchez is perpetrating quarterback. Can we give it up now? Can we all just fucking call him what he is? A fucking clipboard holder. He's not good.
The Jets are done.
Yes.
The bottom line is this. You know what?
Do they sign Mike Vick next year?
They shouldn't sign it. They need to. You know what they need to? They need to worry about a new coach. And why they need to worry about a new coach is because you and I talked about this before. He kind of walks around and he clowns around and stuff like this. And you know what? You lost your fucking locker room because everybody thought that was acceptable behavior for fucking Rex Ryan to run around and act like a donkey. So they're like, we can act like
make
donkeys.
Foot fetish videos.
Foot fetish videos. Don't get me started on the cuckold.
I don't think he's a cuckold.
They think you fucking lost it that fucking 2 weeks ago and shit like this.
You're not big on cuckolds? Here's the thing I don't understand. So let me hold on. Let me break down the scenario for you.
Here we go, man.
Some badass chick, bad, like fucking 13 on a scale of fucking 10.
Okay.
Says Kevin, or just rolls up on.
Why do you want to get me in the doghouse, man?
Yeah. Look. Okay. If she watches the show, she understands.
Okay.
It's all for good.
Okay.
It makes for a good thing.
Okay.
The girl rolls up on you. She's bad, and you guys can play along at home. Mm-hmm. She's a 13 on a scale of 10. Okay. No matter what you're into, Puerto Rican, I don't care. Just whatever. Your fantasy. You're fucking 13. Okay, whatever.
Right.
She rolls up on you.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, look, I want to go back to my room. We can do whatever you want.
And I'm a single man.
And you're a single man.
Okay.
You're no strings attached. There's nothing on you.
Okay.
She even has her blood test to say I'm clean as a whistle.
Okay.
She goes, but my man's going to sit in the corner and watch.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go, no?
Why just donkey rape the shit out of her?
Whatever.
Oh, me do it.
Okay, that's a cuckold.
Papa le gusta.
Now,
right.
The shit I don't understand is when the cuck gets involved.
See, that's what's different.
When he starts touching the dude and touching his penis with other pieces of his body, or what kills me.
Oh, he would get stole.
Is when
I would fuck him up because I'm gonna tell you what. If I'm stroking and somebody comes up and lays nuts on me, someone's getting laid.
What about a tongue?
He's getting stretched out, shorty. People would be like, you know what, Kevin White, that's a bad motherfucker. He could throw a nasty left foot. I will stretch him out, butt naked, balls and dick flapped over. And
here's the other thing. Here's the thing.
That's
I don't understand.
rotten.
When the young bull finishes and leaves.
Bull? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, okay, bull.
So when the bull finishes and leaves his cream pie, the cuck comes in and cleans it up.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's part of the job duties of a cuckold?
Some are into that shit. Now.
Okay.
Back to Rex Ryan.
Okay, Rex Ryan.
Hopefully you haven't taken it to that level, but you know what? Whatever you do, my opinion on sexual acts, as long as you're not doing it to a child or somebody who is not mentally, with it, go for it.
Right.
So whatever floats your boat.
Which some strippers fall in that category, unfortunately.
No.
Anyway, the exciting things.
The Eagles need to clean house. The Jets need to clean house. San Diego needs to clean house. Any other teams? And by clean house, I mean, look, you can get rid of the GM, the head coach, the whole shooting match.
Yeah, the Jags. They're probably in the running for it. There
might be a bunch of head coaching vacancies.
Right now, the over/under is 8.
Really?
They're saying that's what they're talking about.
But I hope okay, look, if you let 8 NFL coaches go, please do not recycle these motherfuckers.
Right. Or put them just back as coordinators.
Recycle these motherfuckers as head coaches. Obviously, their shit's not working anymore.
Yeah.
Get new blood in there. Look at Harbaugh and San Francisco. Look at what's his shitty pants up in Seattle. What's his name from USC? Yes, him. Try something different. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You're gonna win a game.
Now let me ask you this:
could the Steelers just turned the ball over for the 10th time?
They did. The Steelers. I'm gonna ask you a couple
8 turnovers.
Do you think the Steelers will make the playoffs?
No. Not unless Big Ben comes back very soon.
So you okay? Do you think Steelers play? Do you think Andy Reid and all you people can't answer these questions? Do you think Andy Reid will be the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles next year? Am I hot?
I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer. That's
right now.
You know how you get on me about asking stupid questions?
Okay,
That's quite possibly the dumbest shit you've had. That's your stupid question for this month, and it almost peered into fucking December.
Right now.
No, he'll be the coach of the San Diego Chargers next year.
Of week, whatever the fuck week it is, week 12, who's your MVP of the league?
Do you have one? I can't think off the top of my head. I can think of 2 guys, but it's more they're gonna get one of these 2 is gonna get comeback player of the year. Either Adrian Peterson or Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. If you pick 5 people,
Tom Brady maybe.
I would say Peyton Manning definitely. Peyton Manning definitely one. Adrian Peterson.
Tom Brady
because he's playing pretty decent. Yeah, there's another quarterback.
Matt Schaub.
Not Matt.
It's got to be somebody off the Houston. They're fucking 10-1. You're not giving it to Arian Foster.
I mean, you could also give it
to
Ndamukong
Suh.
Damn, that's right. We don't even need to go any further.
Trash.
Shit, man. Fuck, I fucked that up. Do you know fucking Terry Bradshaw said RG3? And everybody in the Fox studio went like this.
But just relax. Let the kids.
The season's
got
to finish.
Yeah, he'll get rookie of the year. He's got that shit.
He's got the rookie of the year. Because I will say this: like a lot of people are like Andrew Luck, and even I, it's like, oh, Andrew Luck's doing good. It's because of the team. But when you look at the stats, they're not even close. I mean, they're not even. RG3 stats are here compared to Andrew Luck's. I mean, it's crazy difference. It's a huge difference.
We'll go over those next week because you need your Week 12 update with the rooks.
Now let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
In the NFC. Okay, because it's a crazy situation.
Dude, they have 8 teams going to basically battle it out for 2 spots.
Right.
That shit's nuts.
Now that's what I was going to get at.
But you know who has the biggest problem out of one of the 8 teams? Seattle, because both their corners are looking at 4-game bans.
That's what I was going to tell you.
They're struggling.
Now I'm going to tell you what.
And I hope it's a dude who jumped up in Tom Brady's face. Because if you're talking shit and doing drugs, you should probably do one or the other.
Now, if you look at the situation right now in the NFC, it's fucking nuts. Mm-hmm. You got Atlanta as a division leader right now, San Francisco, Chicago, and the Giants, with Green Bay sitting at 7-4 and Seattle sitting at 6-5, and Seattle's starting to do a skid, and they're doing a skid like you fucking just ate bad Mexican food. Yeah. Tampa's at 7, Minnesota's at 8.
Can we just cut to the shit? If Washington goes 4-1 out of the next 5 games, they got a shot at getting in. Because I know that's what you're getting at.
Well, no, not necessarily. I think another team. That's not too bad. It still has a shot. Is fucking New Orleans.
They're way too inconsistent for me to be able to eke out what you need to eke out right now. You can't be inconsistent.
Now,
and that's one thing the Redskins are not right now. They're starting to really come into their own and realizing what works for them. And I'm gonna tell you, like I told the dude at work today, the Redskins are too decent. They don't need to be Pro Bowlers. They don't even. All they need is 2 guys who have been in the league between 5 and 8 years to come help play the line and solidify and help either step into starters or play backup role.
Yeah.
And a cover safety.
Yep.
Stop with the knockout safeties.
Yeah.
You've tried that shit. That ship has sailed. You need a cover safety.
Yeah.
And then just get me in just a mediocre to okay another wideout.
Yeah. And you know what the problem is one of the things is the defense seems like it's coming along. They need to get some depth. They do. They just need some depth. I mean, you saw what happened when Arakpo went out. It was like,
can he stay healthy? This is 2 years in a row, isn't it?
No, he hurt himself a little bit, but no, he played last year.
Okay, I know he played last year, but I thought
he played most of the games last year. And you also owe me when I come to Philly, you owe me some shit, man.
I do.
Yeah, man.
For what?
RG3 played 11 games.
Did he?
Shit.
Yeah. Check it out.
All right. Yeah. See,
but did you see? You know what the key to that is? Actually getting him to go to Philly. Because you know how many people have come to Philly since I've been there?
How many?
None.
Really?
None. They came up for Jesse's event, and that's it. How was that? Did you enjoy?
I see. I knew that shit was gonna happen. Cause see, I didn't make it to Jesse's event. See, I knew this motherfucker was gonna put me.
Just
on
asking.
blast. I'm just saying.
Because you're trying to put me on blast as if you're ever gonna come when we all know yo blah 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 blah. Exactly, fucking young bull.
Look,